Shutdown impacting millions of Americans. Let's bring in Democratic Congresswoman Nikema Williams of Georgia. Great to have you, Congresswoman. Senate Majority Leader and the Vice President now saying reopen the government and then let's negotiate health care in the budget. Why won't your colleagues do that?
So, Kyra, thank you for asking me that, because I am here on behalf of the American people. I am here because I represent Fulton County, Georgia, where a couple making only $85,000 a year currently pays $602 for their health care premiums. And if we do not act, then they will see their policies increase to $2,200 a month. $1,600 is a lot of money. And so I am here on behalf of the American people. We knew that this deadline was looming. House Democrats have been here ready, waiting to negotiate in good faith, to do the work on behalf of the American people. And my colleagues, they're at home. They're all over the globe on recess. I've been here. I am still here, ready and willing to do the work on behalf of the American people. I will not go home and tell the people that I represent that I was not willing to stand up for their health care.
Now, you represent Atlanta, which has many federal workers from the CDC. Are you concerned that HHS Secretary RFK Jr. will now use the shutdown as a pretext to just clean house at the CDC?
So, Kyra, that's what we've been saying since January 20th. I've had roundtables with federal workers. I've had press conferences. I've sat down with them. I've heard their stories, and I know what they've already been through. And I've also heard them say, please continue to fight for us, because just because they tell you that they're not going to do it if you do this or that, they've already done it. They've already laid off so many people at the CDC. They've already laid off people in so many of the federal agencies that are headquartered right in my district. So I understand that we are not working with people who are negotiating on behalf of the American people. They are here to do Donald Trump's bidding, and I am here to represent the American people. That's what House Democrats are here for. So I can't cower to fear tactics of what they might do, because I see what they've already done. And so it is my job to make sure that I'm standing up for the people who sent me here to be their voice. And that's why I'm still here in D.C. with no Republican colleagues in sight.
How long are you waiting? How long are you going to wait this out? How long are you going to keep the government shut down?
So we understand that votes are scheduled for next Tuesday. Maybe the speaker wants to call votes a little sooner so that we can have a conversation, call his Republican members back to Washington to speak on behalf of the American people. But what I also know is that the math is math. And so it's not up to me how long the shutdown lasts. Because remember, Republicans have a majority in the House, the Senate, and they control the presidency. They're quick to remind us that at other times. And so I need the American people to remember who is in control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency. This is a Republican shutdown, and it is on them when this government reopens.
But if you take a look at some of the official government websites, we've actually got one we're going to bring up on the screen, and it actually has a message on there across the website. Due to the Democrat-led shutdown, website updates will be limited. Do you think that this is going to hurt your cause? And also, do you think this is going to hurt you, for midterms?
Kyra, what I know is just because Donald Trump and his administration say something does not make it true. We have seen that time and time again. So regardless of what an agency website that Donald Trump directed it to say is posting, that doesn't make it true. House Democrats are here ready to do the work. House Republicans are nowhere to be found. Republicans control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. The shutdown is squarely at their feet. We are here to do the work on behalf of the American people. So I'm not looking towards the midterms. I'm not looking towards what this might hurt. What I know will hurt is if American people lose their health coverage, like that family of two, that couple who only makes $85,000 a year, currently paying $602. They would see their premiums increase by $1,600 a month. That's who I'm here to fight for.
All right, I know you're going to have a field day with this question. While our military is going without pay, members of Congress will still get their paychecks. And the Trump administration says construction on the new White House ballroom will continue during the shutdown. Your thoughts?
Kyra, I am here to do my job. And unfortunately, not all members of Congress are independently wealthy. I have a mortgage to pay. I am working with my staff to make sure that they have the resources that they need to continue to pay their bills. My husband and I are raising our son, and some members of Congress come here to actually do the work to represent their constituents and not come here to enrich themselves. And I'm looking at some of my Republican colleagues who are already independently wealthy. And so that is not something that I have signed on to do, but I am going to make sure that the American people get what they need, because I am going to be their voice, because I understand the struggles that they go through every day, because my husband and I, we live them as we raise our family in Atlanta.